You're live on WGMD. Welcome to the show.
Are you talking to me, sir?
I think I am.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Hope you don't mind me changing your topic for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. I wonder how many people, have you heard the percentages of how many people are against the so-called Ground Zero Mosque?
It varies on what study you look at, but there's a lot of them.
How many people would be against it if it were called the Burlington Coat Factory Mosque? Which is where it's really being built. I mean, it's not being built at the North Tower or the South Tower site, but the news media, the neocon pro-agenda news media loves to call it the Ground Zero Mosque. And I think if you had a Ground Zero ice cream store, people would be against it.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Call it, by its real name. I get into this with emails with some of my more Republican friends, and they're all very much against the mosque. But I'm actually for it for that First Amendment reason. Call me crazy.
I happen to agree with you. I think it's in very poor taste. I don't think it's a great idea, but you know what? They're totally allowed to do it.
Yeah.
And the minute they're not allowed to do it, what else aren't we allowed to do?
Exactly. I mean, how many blocks away would be enough to stop calling it the Ground Zero Mosque? I understand. I think it's 2 or 3 blocks away. But New York blocks, I believe, are much larger or longer than like a Westchester block or a Rehoboth block,
Yes, yeah. Yes, they are. I think it's 10 blocks to a mile over there. So it's a ways. Well, to me, it always seems when they get onto something like that, it seems like you want to hear them say, pay absolutely no attention to the person behind the curtain, because they're getting you all upset about something that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
When you should be getting upset about things that do mean something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One other thing, sir. You know this is Randy, right?
This is Randy. By the way, I didn't want to out you, but now I'm going to out you. This is one of the most talented radio hosts I know. And if you're looking for a killer radio host for a music or talk station, this guy rocks. Randy Dasher from Westchester, Pennsylvania, was the morning drive guy on WCHE for a lot of years.
Well, thank you, sir. You're far too kind. Thank you. Yeah, I heard now, I'm reading a 300-year-old newspaper, but I wanted to call you actually last week about this, but you were doing such a nice, funny, lighthearted show, I didn't want to call and get all serious with you. But obviously you must have saw where Bill O'Reilly went on The View, and he was talking about the Muslims. The Muslims did 9/11, kept going on about that, and the 2 women got up and walked off. Now, I've grown a lot over the past few years. A couple years back, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have piled on and been like, yeah, O'Reilly's right, and those 2, and, would have used derogatory names for the women and all this. But, I've kind of, now that I have an internet connection, I get more news than just the spoon-fed mainstream media. And you never hear anyone say, well, remember when the Christians killed 6 million Jews in the Holocaust? No one ever says anything like that because it's an outrageous statement. But the Nazis were Christians. I mean, am I wrong?
Well, some of them, Hitler was sort of Hitler was not. Hitler was, I think, an atheist. But a lot of the Nazis who, I'll tell you, I'm sure a lot of the people at the camp responsible for the deaths were Christians, and I'll bet you they went to church every Sunday.
Yeah. Now that's why I can almost, agree. I can see the Muslim side where there's 1 billion Muslims. You wouldn't say, the idea is the Muslims attacked us on 9/11. Why don't they say the terrorists attacked us on 9/11? I mean, I think they're almost trying to incite a holy war here because, Fox News would profit a lot and Boeing and everyone would really profit a lot. Lockheed Martin would do very well with a nice holy war, but the taxpayers would be the one that have to pay the price on that. But I'm ranting too much, and you're doing such a wonderful, funny show, and you people are very lucky to have this man on your airwaves. And my hat's off to WGMD for putting on such a talented broadcaster.
Well, thank you, sir. Hey, plug your website. Where can people find out more about Randy Dasher?
You know what? If I can plug something.
Sure.
If I could plug theclink.net, that's what I'm very proud to be a part of now.
Theclink.net. Give us a quick update on what that is. That's very cool.
It is a internet web series about a prison, and it's a comedy series, and they're going to be like 2-minute little videos, 3-minute little videos. The series premieres November 1st. Theclink.net. So I'm very happy to be part of that.
Theclink.net. All right.
All right. Thank you,
deal.
sir.
And yes, you're welcome, Randy. Hey, thank you for checking in. Do so again, please.
Very good, sir. And you are the king of all song parodies. I loved your Dylan, and everything you do turns to gold. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Randy, I used to do a lot of things for him when he was on WCHE in Westchester for many, many years. First of all, listen to the voice. Jeez. Yeah, he got the voice we were supposed to have. But no, incredibly talented air personality for both music and for talk. Randy Dasher, and check out theclink.net. It's a web series that he's in. I saw a little sneak preview of it. They have a little sneak preview up, him playing the warden in the prison. So good stuff. Good stuff. Randy, thank you. We had Randy Dasher, great broadcaster, call in, and I thank Randy Wright. I had no idea. Randy was calling in, and that was terrific. And theclink.net for the internet series he's involved with. And the same people who did a show called The League, which did very well. Very well. It was very, very funny stuff. Very funny. And as you haven't figured out, I love to laugh.